What is up, everybody? I know what you're thinking. You're like, Stank, it is late at night. What is happening? That's right. We've got a late night stream going on. If I can, there we go. Yeah, we got a late night stream going. So yeah, was able to get some time. So thought we'd go through this some more. Cause I've been enjoying it. Let's get this. And yeah, so back to our Lovecraft deck builder. Let's just get to it. Gonna jump right in. Oh, we got 3 stars. Ghosts lurk in the shadows, underground or within the human heart. You and your group enter the almshouse, and from a distance you see a nun leading several children and workers lined up to wait for you. The affairs at the almshouse are overwhelming, and we apologize for not greeting you sooner. Esteemed Ash Young Master and Miss Mary. I am Sarah, the manager here. Seeing that no one around her responded, she frowned and patted the girl on the back. The girl seemed distracted. Startled, she quickly bowed to all of you. Welcome, everyone. We've prepared some snacks in the restaurant. Who's this? Sarah looked at Ogier and the team, then at you. He is my younger brother, Ogier, one of the future heirs of the Ash family. Noble hopes that young Master Ogier will gain a deep understanding of the East District's current situation. It will help him improve the area more effectively when he takes over the family business in the future. Ramona remained composed, speaking fluently like a seasoned stage actor, reciting well-rehearsed lines. Ogier's face had already turned red. As expected of Noble Ash's young master, taking on such significant responsibilities at such a young age. In the orphanage, there are many children around his age who are only capable of helping to serve porridge, clean the floors. Please, please don't say that. Mona cleared her throat and quickly changed the subject. Thus, we'll conduct field research into the East District, funded long term to understand local conditions. Lily's almshouse is our first stop. We hope the headmistress will be honest with us. Mona briefly recounted the incident where the security guard at the almshouse turned violent, injured people, of course, omitting the parts related to disillusion. Are you aware of this? I can't believe it. That security guard, he definitely isn't from our orphanage. We don't have anything worth stealing or robbing, so why hire security? She had an awakened expression, clearly telling a lie. But Miss Sarah, Sarah glared at the girl beside her, who displayed a panicked expression. Ace, you're still young. Taking care of yourself is the most important thing. Stay out of adult affairs. The girl pursed her lips, lowered her gaze to the doll in her hand, and fell silent. Fine, take a worker over there. Cover him with a cloth so the rats don't gnaw on him. After saying that, she turned to you all again. She's hiding something. After saying, sorry, when the doctor arrives, I'll ask them to assist with the burial. Doctor? Ah, yes, that's right. We have quite a few children here. Thanks to the generosity of other sponsors, we hired a doctor to regularly check on their conditions. It's about time for my next body check, up in the next couple of days. Next body checkup. Lord. Is there no need to notify the police? You see, each district has its own rules. Even for the disturbing dismemberment incident, they merely sent someone to collect the body. No further action taken. Okay. People like us, having enough food to eat is already difficult. We don't have the energy to waste on these things. Having said that, Sarah led you into the almshouse. Behind you, workers quietly formed 2 lines, like guards, or even wardens. You hear Ramona softly uttering the words. Londinium fact number 3. In the Eastern District, a person's worth cannot be measured, for they have no value. In the silent corridor, a door with a metal nameplate slowly opened. A mouse slipped through the crack, glanced around, and squeaked twice into the shadows. Squeak! Last time, you also said there was no one. If I hadn't run into Aegis, I would have been in serious trouble. Jenkins peeked around the corner, confirmed that the corridor was empty, and slipped out through the door crack and closed the door behind him. Squeak, squeak, squeak. So I'm pretty sure this dude, like, summons mice. So that's why he's got the little mouse bro. That's right, that's right. Everything you said is correct. Our Brown is the best. Let me see what secrets this wretched woman is hiding. Rings, necklaces, these all made of gold. That nasty woman wouldn't even buy Aegis candy, saying income doesn't cover expenses, while hoarding all these goodies for herself. Key. Good. Seems that entering and leaving other places will be easier now. We really need to thank that self-help person. Now conduct our own investigation of the poorhouse. Don't rush, Brown. There's still time. Huh? Is this a ledger? Let's put this right there. Mike, male, 5 years old, 10 Leo fangs. Diana, female, 23 years old, 5 Leo fangs. No way. Did the almshouse sell everyone? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brown suddenly let out a sharp warning as the wooden door creaked open. What happened before Sarah? What happened before Sarah was an empty office? What appeared? Oh my lord, I can't read. She half pulled open the drawer, slipped in a palm-sized thin piece, and forcefully pushed the wooden drawer shut, quickly turned to leave. Can I pull up? After Sarah left, Brown was the first to dash out from the shadow of the potted plant in the corner. Jenkins quietly followed and opened the drawer. Student ID, Sean Anderson. Aren't the symbols on it the same as the ones on that sucker's golden wallet this morning? This is who we were looking for. Uh-oh. Why can't I? Okay. Don't rush, Brown. You must stay calm. Calm. Checked everything. My sister's name isn't in the ledger. However, we have so many keys, I can open every door in this wretched place. I refuse to believe we can't find any evidence. Sister, wait for me. Damn, this is the last room. It's pitch black. There's nothing here. Returning empty-handed, Brown. What? Below the floor? Jenkins hesitated for a moment, gently lit the lantern. She turned the flame down to its lowest setting, leaned closer to Brown. I thought Jenkins was a guy, it said. A line of ants marched in orderly formation into the crack in the wooden plank. Jenkins pried off 2 nails and lifted the plank. Underneath was a 25-inch square iron cover. Jenkins tried all the keys. Damn, none of these will open. Did the woman hide another key? She pressed her ear against the iron plate, trying to pick up sounds from the basement. Is this the ghost of the almshouse that Aegis mentioned? Faint footsteps could be heard outside the door. No choice, Brown. That nasty woman is still raising ghosts in the poorhouse. We can't defeat her by ourselves. We need something she's afraid of. Jenkin hides in the shadows, peeking out from behind the potted plant. In the hallway, Sarah was, oh my lord, obsequiously, I don't know what that means, but okay, introducing the financial status of the poorhouse to the group of visitors. That what Aegis called self-reliant individuals? Jenkin nodded thoughtfully, slipped away from the dark storage room while the group was unprepared. Behind her, the partially unfastened floorboards revealed a dark, deep fissure, silently awaiting the arrival of visitors. Well, we'll definitely find the important person. It's the promise between the little detective and the tiny detective. The story in this is like really involved, and I'm wondering if that's a lot of like Lovecraftian stuff. If they're very like rich in story. As you can see, despite our best efforts to shelter those in need, there's simply too many. At this rate, the poorhouse won't hold out much longer. Miss Miss Sarah works so hard every day. She even sold her favorite things to support the shelter. Please, please help us. Watching the drama between the two, mainly Sarah, becoming increasingly exaggerated, you feel quite helpless. At that moment, a small paper ball hit your head. Where did you come from? Reach out to stop Sarah's anger, unfolding the crumpled paper. On it is a line of scribbled writing. If you want your old bag back, come to the backyard yourself. Okay. Following the location indicated in the paper ball, you arrive at the backyard. Before getting close, you hear a childish voice murmuring near the base of the wall. Remember, if the sponsor's against us, you go and warn us. That nasty woman will definitely send Aegis to the madam. Just bring her over. What kind of madman? Oh, madman. I think I said madam. Madman. Wow, why did you suddenly appear? Didn't I tell you to come alone? The little mouse scurried onto the shoulder of the hooded child, nervously twitching its whiskers at you. That's not my wallet. I can't make a decision. Stop pretending. Nothing escapes the eyes of the little mouse. White-haired sister is disguised as a butler. The golden-haired one is in charge of asking for directions. And only you are doing nothing with your hands in your pockets. Don't think I can't see it. You're the one in charge. After all, this isn't filled with certificates for young masters. Jenkin flicked his hand, pulling out a wallet from nowhere. It had a familiar texture and shape, embossed with the emblem of Mythag University. It was Ogier's wallet. Isn't that right, Brown? Ah, my wallet. Ogier hastily reached for the wallet. Jenkin sidestepped it. The wallet vanished like magic once again. How rude, little golden hair. Is this how everyone from Mythag University treats girls who are out on the streets? Are you a girl? Are you blind? Of course, I'm a woman. A woman! Fine, let's not talk about that. I advise you to behave and just follow my... Alright, we agree. In exchange, you take us to see those madmen you mentioned. Huh? Aren't you asking us to find someone in the almshouse for you? Tell me, who are you looking for? I haven't said anything yet. You would say that, so I suggest we skip the unnecessary probing and be honest with each other. You must be here to investigate the missing persons case near the orphanage, right? Here for the same reason. Lending a hand is no trouble at all. Huh? How did you know? It's simple. You have nimble hands and a group of reliable partners. which allows you to earn a stable but illegal income. Ramona spoke while pacing habitually in the yard. You have a complete plan. You handle the main tasks. They provide cover to ensure your smooth escape. Payment, you'll give them a share. You can live a more comfortable and free life on the streets. No need to depend on the poorhouse. Besides, entering the poorhouse without permission could get you into serious trouble if you're caught. Why? What drives you to stay in the workhouse, even at the risk of fines or imprisonment? This, along with the recent spate of disappearances nearby, leads to one suspicion. Your loved one or friend has gone missing, and you suspect that the poorhouse is involved. The girl stared blankly at Ramona for quite a while before reacting. You haven't even exchanged 10 sentences, yet you're acting as if you've been following me around for 10 days. Including the time you borrowed Ogier's wallet, you've spoken to us 16 times. Combined with observations of the real world, that's enough to analyze and deduce your life story. Well, you are truly impressive. In that case, Brown. The little mouse called Brown squeaked, leaping from the tree with a wallet, tossing it into Ogier's arms. I'll take you to see the lunatics and tell you everything I know. In exchange, you must help me defeat the ghost of the almshouse and save my sister, Mason. You follow Jenkins through the corridors of the almshouse. My sister comes to the charity home every Thursday to collect clothes and take them home for washing. Perhaps those clothes weren't clean either, as she caught the recent illness called hysteria. A doctor from the charity hospital happened to come by for a checkup. Some time ago, she said she would come for treatment and never returned home. Jenkins looks very anxious. I don't know why, but recently I can't seem to remember what my sister looks like. Sometimes, seeing something my sister left behind brings back memories briefly, but they quickly fade away. Mona suddenly stops and nods at you. Why have you stopped? Are you going to see the mad doctor? Regarding your sister's illness, we might have some leads. After submitting an information disclosure request via comms, Mona slowly turned to Jenkins and began explaining information related to disillusion. Jenkins, your sister's affected by a special disillusion phenomenon. This phenomenon causes people to gradually forget her existence. The body, identity, background, and social connections will all disappear completely without a trace. Conditions of those madmen you mentioned sound like early symptoms of disillusion. Your sister's already reached the point where her existence is beginning to be erased. I'm afraid she... Jenkins, how long has Mason been missing? 27 days. Been counting each day since then. Seeing Ramona's troubled expression, Jenkins sniffled. I know, it's been such a long time that you must have lost hope. But I believe my sister's still alive. The intuition of street kids is very sharp. So, I must hurry to find my sister. Otherwise, I might completely forget her face, not recognize her, even if we meet face to face. Don't be sad. We'll help you find your sister. Once you see her, won't you remember? Ramona remained silent. Under her somewhat melancholic gaze, you recalled the content Dahl narrated in class. The elimination of existence is the final symptom of disillusion, and the process is irreversible. That's not good. That's not good. The disease ravaging here is no ordinary illness. Alright. We'll keep this team. Investigation confirmed. Current team's average level is 1 lower than the recommended level 2. The investigation may encounter significant challenges. Okay, let's enhance. I don't. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's make you look. Okay, let's just bring everyone up to level 3, I guess. Okay.
より強い一撃が出せるな。
関節の動きが滑らかになったわ。
That's okay. Alright. Let's try that. Sickness. Jenkins leads you through the backyard, pointing to a small, shabby hut in the corner. Looking out the window, you can see Aegis bustling about. She's carrying a metal basin, hurriedly moving the soiled bandages from the bedside to the pile of dirty laundry. What's going on? It seems she heard someone's call. She put down the iron basin, bent over it, and leaned by the bedside. From your perspective, her small figure is no longer visible. Only her soft, gentle voice can be heard. Grandpa Robert, please don't get up. I'll bring the water over to you. Don't say that. Your illness will definitely get better. At that time, we can go to Drell Park to play and feed the pigeons together. Bang. Bang. Jenkins pushed open the cabin door. Aegis was startled, almost spilling water on the patient in her panic. Okay. Look, these are the madmen. Jenkins, you can't bring sponsors to the medical area. If they see it, then... You give Ramona a signal, and she then approaches Aegis, gently asking her, Aegis, can you explain to us why sponsors are not allowed to enter the medical area? They're very weak. Aegis looked hesitant, glancing at the patients behind her, and then at your well-dressed group, unsure how to respond. Taking this opportunity, you and Ogier approach the elderly man on the bed and observe him closely. The old man was bound hand and foot with coarse cloth strips, secured to the bed. His body bore strange wounds that resembled twisted stitches, and between the unhealed flesh, there was dark, viscous fluid. Aegis, this inspection will determine whether we will provide financial support to Lily's orphanage. Surely you understand that no patron wants their money wasted on fraud. They won't hurt you, so don't resist. Aegis' struggle disappeared after a brief moment of catching her breath. She took a deep breath and replied in a voice as faint as a mosquito's buzz. Miss Sarah said that if the sponsors see these patients, they'll think we're a bottomless pit. You shouldn't have listened to that wretched woman. These sponsors will help us deal with the orphanage ghost. They're also searching for someone and will surely find my sister. The medical zone is too dangerous. Aegis' raised tone abruptly stopped. She anxiously glanced at the unconscious old man before pulling Jenkins away from the bedside. What if I infect you and the sponsors? Aegis nervously and helplessly retorted to Jenkins, clutching her teddy bear tightly. White sleeves slid down her arms, revealing horrifying black stitch marks and 2 swollen red grooves. The girl's slender arm is marred by a black fissure resembling a giant centipede. Its edges slowly oozing black slime, evoking a sense of dread. Interesting. Aegis, the wound on your arm. Aegis hurriedly pulled her sleeves together, shaking her head to avoid Ramona's gaze. This is from the last time, when I accidentally fell down the stairs. This stitching is nothing like an ordinary scrape or bruise. See? They can see. Tell them everything. They are our last hope. They'll be in danger. We can't. Listen, Aegis. Only by telling us the truth can we truly determine what kind of help you need. At your side, the old man let out a gurgling sound from his throat, his emaciated arm snapping the binding cloth with a sudden jerk. Keeper, beware! And at least 3 types of orison. The shadow of a child flickers past you. Can't discern. Let's put this here. Can't discern whether it's a real child or a projection of some spirit in the domain. But you look at the box left on the ground, which has gift written on it in childish script. Innocent return. You. Okay, I was gonna read that. Grandpa Robert, how could this happen? Careful, he seems to have Lord. Black sigil. Alright. Battle.
私の期待通りの采配をお
Yeah,
願い
let's
ね
see here. Poison on everyone. That's 11. And
冷静に
defense. At least stop some of the damage. Okay. Damage to all enemies one time. Okay.
逃げ場はないぞ
This.
今
And then this will kill the other one.
そのまま朽ち果てて
Okay. We take 5 damage, but he dies before then. Now, being able to choose who you attack is really unfortunate. I don't like that. Let's get another one of these. A yellow-orange web floats quietly in the air. Its sparse holes far less intricate than those of its spider relatives nestling by the wall. You can't resist reaching out. Fragile web dissolves instantly. Children's laughter echoes in your ear. Gold, silver, yellow, red, all the wallets are ours. Say no wallet, gain 3 choice. Gain 3 choice Orison. Break the net. Randomly grant 1 command card and advance Orison. A weakness to all in. Okay. Interesting. Let's do this. Do blade. With unfamiliar disappointment wells up in your heart, the illusionary web gradually dissipates, revealing a path. Seems to be something. These lines search our silver key. Nice. Silver. Battle here.
私はあなた様に従います
The Awaker with the lowest element gains 40. Okay. This.
補給を
Just.
Yeah.
All we can do. Fortunately, not a great starting hand. Let's do
聞こ
this.
えますか 咲き誇る
はっ
Reduce power. But since I don't have a guard. this.
私に任せ
Nice. All right. Need some more shield. Awaken one awaker. Restore 9 life. I don't know how much life I have. I don't think I need that. Let's awaken one awaker. Do this one. A cat of unknown origin sits among the D slime. Its blurred body suggesting it belongs to the spirit dimension. Its indistinct projection gazes at Ramona with wise eyes, raising its white paw and beckons her. Step forward and grip, gain 25 black sigils. Friendly response. 50 chance to gain 50 black sigils, 50 chance for nothing. This is worth a shot. Cat nodded in satisfaction, then vanished into a shadow, leaving behind several black circular objects. Nice. Got 50 sigils. D-mark. Okay. Every 5th time you gain a shield, also gain counter. Max health increased by 13 when picked up. Life is below 25 when picked. Okay. Gain 1 power upon playing. It's not bad. Let's do... Let's get this, and we'll get the brute force. Just 1 card to embed Orison. Put it on strike, make it something we're gonna play often. I think that's smart. Okay. Suddenly, Black Shadow darted out from the corner, brushing past Aegis and crashing into the left wall. Finally see clearly, a disheveled man. He's barefoot, wearing charity clothes, with clear marks of bindings on his wrists and ankles. A few attendants seemed to be chasing after him, trying to pull him away. The man remained unfazed. He leaned back and then slammed his head into the cold, hard wall. Behind you, Aegis gasped. The muffled sound of boned flesh hitting the brick wall increased in frequency. The man continued, ramming without showing any signs of pain. Blood splatters, leaving dark spots on the wall and floor. You step forward to help. The man suddenly stops moving. Takes a deep sniff, like a dog, and then slowly and stiffly turns toward you. Blood slowly trickles down his forehead. The wound, swollen from the impact, has split the skin, revealing a glimpse of white bone. He suddenly broke free from the person behind him and lunged at you. Okay. This did not look anything like what they were just describing. Alright, let's put... It gets weakness, poison, and vulnerability. Fragility. Oh, shield. Okay. That. Just so we can work towards our counter. Enemy has gone mad. Attack them to reduce the threat. Okay. That actually did.
よく考えて。
Okay. Probably wasn't the best time for me to play that, but do this. Okay. Um,
そのまま朽ち果てて。
there. Defense.
油断するな
Defense.
勘弁しろ
Do this. Feast of Chaos. Okay. Strike.
Yeah.
Okay, so as he takes damage, he loses. Each attack loses 1 point of temporary power. Okay, so I definitely have to keep attacking him. I need to heal. Get healed. Let's do this. This.
沈め。
Then we'll switch for a quick heal. Okay. He's not attacking this turn. Okay. Oh. God. It's gonna do 32 damage.
逃げ場はないぞ
Okay. Do this. You can take. Let's get this here.
この演疫法で世界を読みた
We can do a lot of damage. We'll add
そのま
that.
ま朽ち果てて。
And then this is 6. So yeah, this is 24. Nice. Okay. Awesome. And we got the counter damage. Ooh, baby.
私に任せ
All right. Okay. That almost got a little scary. Ramona swiftly moved behind the man, gripping his wrist with one hand, pressing down on his shoulder with the other. She twisted his arm behind his back, firmly restraining his movements. Ogier quickly stepped forward and, with Ramona's assistance, bound his hands and feet using the strips of cloth. The man continued to struggle, exposing a peculiar scar through his open collar. A deep scar runs across the chest, barely held together by twisted stitches. Black ooze still seeps slowly from the gaps. Rushed footsteps sound outside the medical area. Sarah appears, out of breath, holding onto the doorframe. Seeing that everything inside had been settled, she seemed to relax for a moment, then immediately frowned, turned to the girl, cowering in the corner. Aegis! Didn't I say no sponsors are allowed in the medical area? Something happens to a sponsor here. Who would? What's going on? You turn around, following the sound, and find two people standing behind you. One of them you recognize, a woman in white whom Ogier once encountered. Mr. Rogers, Dr. Fairfax. I'm sorry. Please have some refreshments in the lounge while you wait. I'll come and greet you once I'm done here. Rogers, wax sculptor. This looks like Faust from Shaman King. I'm already very familiar with this place, Miss Sarah. No need to go through all this trouble. By the way, why is little Aegis crying so sadly? Did someone bully her? I'm fine, Mr. Rogers. Under the dean's slightly urgent gaze, Aegis abruptly swallowed her words. She bowed to everyone, gave you one last look, and her small figure disappeared behind the door. I'm sorry for hiding the existence of the medical ward from you. I was just worried that the patient's conditions might spread to you. Let's not dwell on that. Allow me to introduce our long-term patron, the renowned wax sculptor, Mr. Rogers. This medical area and the treatment of patients were all made possible thanks to him. George Roberts, Nice to meet you all. Raise one hand to gently shake yours. The instant your palms touch, a wave of intense dizziness washes over you. Ooh. Everything around you seems to dissolve, like melting wax. Even the person in front of you twists and deforms. Beneath the face, pale skeletons intertwine like a vine. The eerie illusion vanishes in a few blinks, leaving only a sharp buzzing in your ears. Was it an illusion? Born of fatigue? You do not know. You only know that this is very similar to what you experienced in the graveyard a few days ago. Every month, he personally comes to check on the patients. He is truly a great benefactor and a major supporter of our charity hospital. Miss Sarah, you overpraise me. I'm just an ordinary person trying to do something for the world. Speaking of which, you mentioned yesterday that you would visit today with a friend? The sculptor. Sculptor. Really? Found inspiration and has already returned to the studio. Who are these young people? Sir? Ash, sir? Oh, sorry. Might be a bit distracted as I didn't rest well last night. Nice to meet you, Mr. Rogers. My name is Ash. This is my younger brother, Ogier, and our housekeeper, Mary. This is Jenkins. Huh? Where did that kid Jenkins run off to?
この調子でいけば期末
Alright.
テストはいい成績が取れるはずよ。
Nice. Keep your investigation level up. Let's get innocent gift can target any awaker. Okay, let's get that. Star rating. Claim some stuff. Nice. Do not speak of impropriety. Were you injured back there with the lunatic? I'm alright. I brought those sponsors over. Are you angry with me? How could this be? I'm just worried that you might also be infected. That's good. Jenkins dramatically spread his... Yeah, see? So I feel like this is just a translation thing, that they can't decide between, like, he and her. And this happens a lot. This is the second time they've switched. Feeling 2 tiny candles in his palm. Here, one for each of you. You must promise not to get mad at me after eating this candy. The moment she saw the candy, Aegis's face turned pale. She still carefully accepted it. Do you remember the day we first met? I'll never forget. 10 days ago, Lily's charity house. At midnight, the East District was enveloped in darkness. Both the streetlights and moonlight were swallowed by the dense fog, leaving only a few blurred shadows swaying in the air. The white-haired girl, clutching guilt and fear, ran through the dim, empty courtyard of the poorhouse. It was not until she collided with something hidden in the shadows she cried out in pain. Ouch. You're not Little Mac, and you're not Little Lucy. Who are you? I should be asking who you are, wandering around in the dead of night, not sleeping, and giving me a fright. Sorry, I thought I encountered... What did you encounter? I encountered a ghost. Yes, I thought it was the poorhouse ghost. Ghosts? What nonsense. Let me be honest with you. I'm not from this godforsaken place. I'm Jenkins, and this is Brown. I'm here looking for my sister. Her name is Mason. She went missing around here 2 weeks ago. Anyone named Mason appeared around here recently. Recently, there have been many newcomers at the almshouse, and I haven't recognized all of their faces yet. Think carefully. It's about this tall, with long hair, fastened with a beautiful red ribbon. The ribbon ends in a square buckle engraved with the letter M. She occasionally comes here for treatment. She hasn't returned home since her last visit. Did you keep her here to work? Sick? A patient? Sorry, haven't seen a young female patient either. Whatever. I didn't think I'd be lucky enough to run into someone in the know. But you almost got me caught. You'll have to take responsibility for that. Alright, I'll take you to my secret base. The director never enters the clock tower, so she definitely won't find you there. Honestly, it was pure luck to bump into you, Aegis. Otherwise, I would have been dragged out by my hood. Don't say that. Everyone at the charity home is truly wonderful. It's just that too many bad things have happened recently, so everyone's feeling a bit down. Aegis. Hmm? I know the people at the orphanage mean a great deal to you, but I've always regarded you as a friend. Do you see me as a friend? Sure. I really, really enjoy spending time with you, Jenkin. Just like this, eating candy and chatting. Since you consider me a friend, why won't you tell me the truth? Aegis, stop lying to me. I I don't understand what you're saying. I found the ledger and the student ID of the person Snag is looking for in that nasty woman's office. I know she's selling you to those creepy doctors for experiments. That woman likes you the most and even trusts you to take care of those patients. Aegis, you must know something. Can you tell me? I I I don't know. Girl mumbled. The girl mumbled, her voice fading. Her face was pale, as if she was suffering from immense pain. Mythag University excels at uncovering secrets. They will soon discover the truth. You can't live in shackles forever. Jenkin, if everything that has been lost cannot be recovered, is the so-called truth still that important? Of course it's important. Nothing is more important to me than finding my sister. I know you're afraid of that foul woman. But why do you keep defending her? She not only sold the workers to the doctor, but also harbors the poorhouse ghost. Gee, the ghost of the almshouse? Yeah, the legend you told me about. Don't wander around on foggy nights, or you'll be caught by a ghost wandering with a knife. Th- That was just something I made up. It's too dangerous at night. I didn't want you running around. Stop making excuses for Sarah. I've already found the basement with ghosts and heard the sound of a knife. Is my sister inside? As the word basement leaves Jenkin's mouth, the last trace of color drains from Aegis's face. Don't be afraid, Aegis. The hole in your heart will allow him to enter. Follow Silver's guidance, and the light will show you the way. Jenkin, I'm sorry. I can't. Tears in her eyes, Aegis glanced at Jenkin, then turned around and climbed back up the clock tower, rushing down the stairs without a moment's hesitation. Well, Aegis, where are you going? At some point, a mist appeared in the almshouse. It came on suddenly, shrouding everything in a layer of moisture, making everything look indistinct. Aegis! Damn it, how did this fog get inside? From the distant mist comes the sound of Karo swelling and a faint mist-soaked song. Old Charlie as a tabby caddy cherishes dearly. Jenkin polished her lantern, its faint glow seeming so feeble in the thick fog. The distant sound of footsteps echoes through the silent corridor, almost piercing. Who's there? Come out, I warn you. I have a weapon. Hallway had no airflow, yet the flame on the wick flickered as if blown by the wind. Footsteps drew closer and closer. Brown's claws dug deep into Jenkin's shoulder, baring its teeth and emitting a sharp rodent-like hiss. If triggered by Brown's voice, the footsteps suddenly quickened, heading straight for Jenkins. Dense shadow completely engulfed the faint candlelight. The girl closed her eyes and screamed loudly, but only felt a rush of mist hit her face. A hand reached out from the darkness, landing precisely on Jenkins' shoulder. What's wrong? Why is your face so pale? Rogers? Have you seen Aegis? Don't worry. Aegis is very familiar with this orphanage. She'll be fine. I understand. Foggy nights can indeed make people feel terrified and uneasy. Rogers pushed the door open, and warm light poured out, dispelling the deep shadows in the hallway. He picked up a finely crafted doll from the bed and smiled at the girl. As a consolation, would you like to give it a touch? George will be very happy. The doll's inorganic eyes reflect the yellow light of the lamp, silently pleading to the girl. Touch me, just once. Touch me, and then become my loyal companion. The squeak, Brown's screams jolted Jenkins out of his daze. No, no need. I'm not interested in you high society artists. Oh, naive little mouse. In fact, beauty and art never differentiate between rich and poor, noble and humble. Encapsulating suffering within beauty is truly, truly wonderful. Rogers gazed at the cautious girl, the gray mouse peeking out from her hood, his eyes burning with an irresistible desire. If I get the chance, I'll turn you all into wax sculptures too. How about calling it Brown and Jenkins? The fuck? What the fuck was that? Who killed the robin? In the dense mist shrouding the almshouse, touch, cut, vanish, and die. Got chapters. Investigation. I'm on level 3. How do I level them up? Here, can I? There we go. I don't really have a lot to do. Well, F4, I can level all 4 of them.
なるほど。こんな方法もあるのね。
Yes, come on. Leia.
かなり楽になりました。ありがとうございます。
Lotan.
なかなかやるではないか。
Doll will leave. Alright. So, before we go to the investigation, we're going to take a quick break. Alright? We do have ads starting soon on Twitch. What do you... Yeah. So, it's a deck builder with like it's a Lovecraft mythos. So, yeah. I was looking for games like Slay the Spire, and this came up. It's not like Slay the Spire at all. It is in the sense of it's a deck builder, and even then, it's a deck builder. I don't know. That's kind of small for it, but I don't know. It's still kind of fun. Kind of like it. So yeah, we're trying it out. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break while ads run, and then we'll be back for more of what even this is. Yeah, exactly. We had deck builder. That's all you need. All right, we back. We back. So, so yeah, it is a deck builder in the sense that like each character kind of comes with their own set of cards. That's really it. I don't know if I can see the yeah. So each one kind of comes with their own deck. Um, so that's really the deck building part is based on the characters that you bring. But yeah, it's been interesting to say the least. Who killed the Robin? I know very little about like Lovecraft mythos and all that, so I'm assuming this fits well with it. According to Jenkins, the almshouse ghost roams the courtyard on foggy nights, abducting victims. Investigator Anderson might be one of them. Let's not waste any time. Let's head to the underground chamber Jenkins mentioned right now. Don't worry, the entrance is near the dean's office. Wait until the night deepens and Sarah falls asleep. We'll begin our search. Till then, let's rest and regain our strength. Huh? Is it getting foggy? As you talk, an unusually thick fog spreads around the area. The mist, which should be light and floating, clings to you like a heavy, sticky weight. In the thick fog, you hear singing. Old Charlie has a tabby cat he cherishes dearly. I heard the song in a dream. Body gradually stiffens, and the bones crack with every attempt to move. Each motion feels like forcibly turning the rusty gears of a mechanical puppet. You can feel fine powder falling within your joints. One day she disappeared and he searched everywhere for her. My eyelids feel as heavy as lead, forcing them to close. In the world of darkness, only thick fog swirls around. Well, Charlie couldn't find his tabby cat anyway. In the dark void, you are alone. Above the boundless skies, honey-colored eyes shed syrupy tears, gazing down at you. So he cried and cried. For some reason, remember the dying old man's struggle, a thick black tear at the corner of his eye. Until it disappears as well. Following an inexplicable instinct, you look up and softly ask the eyes in the sky, which seem to be speaking to you. Isn't the result we're expecting, is it? Honey-colored eyes tremble and blink. Tears fall, landing on your cheek and emitting a strong, sweet scent. Singing comes to an abrupt halt. Darkness quickly fades away. Sensation returns to your nerves. During the time you are lost, the dense fog seems to have grown slightly thinner. Wow. The girl rushed over, recognized you from a very close distance, and nervously clutched her teddy bear. Sponsor, why are you here? Thank you for your hospitality tonight. We're just taking a walk to digest our food. Something the matter? Foggy days are dangerous. Absolutely do not wander outside, or else. Otherwise, what will happen? Let me guess. They've gone missing, right? You know who the victims are and where they went, don't you? Aegis was thunderstruck, trembling and shaking her head, unable to speak. Aegis, you're a good kid. Good kids shouldn't tell lies. Answer me, Aegis. You said we shouldn't wander around in the fog, so why are you here? The girl's hands are tightly clasped together. Please, stop asking. Ramona, the fog has thickened again. In the mist, pairs of scarlet eyes light up, staring at you with no way out. Alright. Gift of kindness. Shadow of a child flickers past you. Can't discern whether it's a real child or a projection of some spirit in the domain. You look at the box left on the ground, which has a gift written on it. Thanks, guy. Black sigil here. Alright. Let's do it.
敵を徹底的に叩き潰すまで全力で戦うぞ。
Use this.
逃げ場はないぞ。
Let's reduce power. Let's do that. Okay. Gonna take a lot of damage. Alright. Not terrible. Right one. Two defenses.
冷静に
Blade of Defiance.
これでどうだ
Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Don't. Just do
私の出
this.
番ね
Do
そのまま
that.
勝ち果てて
Defense.
任
Twice.
せ
Jamie, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate you.
私に任せ
All we need. Definitely need more of it. We don't have enough shield cards, so take this. An event over here. Chase the shadow forward, suddenly stepping into a shadow pool. Colorless liquid soaked over your shoes, sending a chill through. Voice spoke in the water. You wouldn't want to find out. Lower your gauge, gain 25 black sigils. Must find it. Obtain silver relic. Okay, hold on. Strike applies 2 stacks of. Ooh, that's really nice. Lose 7 life all way. Oh. Damn, that relic is really good, but that card is trash. I don't know how symptom cards work. Do they just go off? I don't know how symptoms work. If it's just when I draw it, I get it. Because if so, losing 7 life is terrible. I would assume I would have to play it. Well, this is our test, I guess. Alright.
私の期待通りの采配をお願いね
So nice.
咲き誇れ
Find it.
死ね
Oh. Hold on. Oh, that is probably. Okay. Oh, no, they did not. What? What? Now we lost it? Okay, we had. Okay. That might have fixed it. There we go. Maybe. Hopefully. Mm-hmm. Woo! Thank you. I appreciate you.
お静かに
Alright. We're gonna take a lot of damage. Well, actually, we won't take that. We'll take 8 damage. That'll. Let's give you more. There's no reason not to use this and get. We just take less damage from it. So there's no reason not to use it with how often we get it. Yeah. That was worth it. Okay. I realized these were Rat Kings. Love it. Okay, so yeah, so we would have to use the card. So it's just it comes in and sits in our deck. That's fine. Of course, cards that I
そのま
can't.
ま朽ち果てて
Let's do this. Let's defense. Okay. I think I definitely used the wrong. I'll definitely use cards in the wrong order for that, but it worked out. Okay.
私
Strike.
の出番ね
Really? Might as well just do this and get the heal. It's gonna live by 1 HP. Really? Oh, 2. Okay. Still.
私の出番ね
Alright. This relic is like a must-have now. If there's a way I can get it every time, that would be ideal. Okay, let's go. Hold on, before we go there, let's go to the junction. Waken one awaker. I still don't know what this does. Woo! We definitely game. We're trying to game. After the battle starts, gain 4 layers of counter. Counter. My lord, I can't read tonight. Counter. Use defense to gain 2 layers of counter. Okay. Draw 1 card. This is probably worth it. Starting with counter and then getting. Oh, okay.
私はあなた様に従います
Alright, let's see.
その
Do
まま
that.
朽ち果てて
油断するな
Let's. We can use this and get. Let's see. What do we want to use? Let's do this. Because we can do more damage and get. We can stack the poison a bit more.
聞こえます
Get weakness and vulnerability on him. Okay. Alright. Plus 9. Yep, we'll do this.
私に任せ
We will strike. 2
任せ
defense. Oh, can't use 2 defense. But we can use this. Feast of Chaos. Get our whale, bro. This is where I definitely don't know enough about just that image. We'll get the strike. I don't know enough about like Lovecraftian mythos if the whale has some like importance in it. These monsters all have D marks on their bodies, and it looks as if they were sewn on. Mona tapped her brooch twice. Erica, search for stitched D mark. Keyword read successful. Stitch disillusion with a total of 37 related incidents. Event keywords. Malignant organization activity. The Sculptors. Ooh, he mentioned the Sculptors before. Hold on, we're getting somewhere. Let's try that. Yeah. They were a group of lunatics calling themselves Pygmalion, obsessed with biological modification. I think I had several clashes with them in towns outside Londinium. Let's do that. Okay. You've reached out to the East District. Stay vigilant. Watch out for those holding small knives. Okay. Rather familiar voice called out to you. You squinted. Come back. You squinted but couldn't make out her figure. I know you're in a hurry, said Dr. Clementine cheerfully. I promise not to take up too much of your time. Two hands reached through the mist in your mind, each holding a medical record. One thick and worn, the other thin and pristine. Okay. Thick and worn. I don't know what the difference is. Jamie, if I haven't said it enough already, I appreciate you, and you have no idea how much. You took the thick medical record and opened it, finding GR written on the title page. Oh dear. Is this your medical record? Clementine seemed unbothered. However, studying others' psychology can also enhance your self-awareness. Before you could ask, her figure completely vanished. Yet 1 out of 3 silver relics. In fact, if 3 or fewer cards are played this turn after being drawn, gain 2 extra. Interesting. At the start of battle, apply 1 turn of weakness and vulnerability to all enemies. In boss battles, apply 2. So, gain 100% resistance upon pickup. Each trigger of resistance in this stage has future resistance. Triggering resistance, restore 3 life at the start. What is resistance? Saving fate. Okay. I think this is better. Just give them weakness and vulnerability to start. That sounds perfect. Searchlight. Ancient lighting device dispels the black mist around it. Mist surrounding it fluctuates rhythmically as if disturbed by its breath. Span current vision. Oh, okay. That's cool. So we can see more. Alright, why does this have... Playing this game... Oh, because this has the Berserk on it. Okay, let's do... Let's do... this. And let's do this to add more weakness onto them. Oh, so we can't. So that's just how many turns of weakness they get. Okay. My own funeral. Oh, that's a lot of poison, my friend. You got a lot of poison. Okay, yeah, so I got 7 this turn. Nice. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh! Hell yeah. I just want to... Need 2 damage! Darn. Just need to deal 2 damage. There we go. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, let's get outer surgery. We'll go around. Mark. Okay, ruby brooch. Gain 3 points of power permanently upon pickup. Okay. A Battlestar shuffle 1 temporary copy into the draw pile. Original and mirror cards gain retain. Okay. No reason not to take the brooch at all. That's just amazing. The mist ahead was illuminated by a tiny object, resembling a shard of glass or crystal. Countless colors, both vivid and dim, swirling inside. Come close, upgrade 1 silver relic to gold relic. Stellar brew. What's the... I'm gonna guess that's this. Every 8th command card you play will take effect twice. Okay. Attempt to listen. Gain gold relic, supreme honor. Each time you lose life, gain 1 power, stacking up to 10 times per battle. Aw, thank you for the heart, Jamie. I appreciate you. Silver. I think we're gonna do this one. Alright, what do we upgrade? Let's upgrade this. We don't necessarily need the counter. Okay. Jamie, I appreciate you. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. Her face is something. Spell the illusion infected symptom. Focus on. Oh, so I got one? Oh, I did not understand that at all. Let's awaken. I still don't know what awakening does. Special ability boost. Oh, look at you with the trainee. You got this. It makes it more fun. Remember, the only thing that changes when you have a trainee is that you have to actually do things the right way and not the way you've taught yourself. At the end of the turn, if in hand, gain 1 weakness. After use, inflict 1. Okay, so. I'm sorry. Is this their first shift, or have they been on for a while? Let's see, And that's why you get stuck with training, unfortunately, is because you do it the right way. Let's do this. Nice. Okay. Let's do voice in the mind. This I'm gonna hold on to. Hold on to the heal. Oh. He's a puppy. Alright. More. Oh, actually, hold on. Use 2 strikes. Then, yeah, this is definitely more worth it. Using the strikes brings that down. Brings the cost of it down. Okay. It's 3 or... No, I'm trying to read it. Okay. Well, there will be 3 or fewer cards played because I only have 3 cards to play.
油断するな
私の出番ね
Increase the number of bite damage instances by 1. That's not fair. That's cheating. Let's see. 2, 4. Okay. Well, there's no reason not to just use all of them.
断りを解き明かす
Okay, awaken. Yep,
そのまま
do that. And do that. And just because I can, we'll heal up. Oh, and we got shield. Okay. Alright then. This
逃げ場はないぞ
is madness.
これでどうだ
There we go. Oh. +1 madness. Rude. Alright. Oh, that's not what I meant to use, but it worked. There we go. Easy. The fact that the poison goes at the end of the turn makes it a little difficult, but otherwise it's so strong. It's all over. Mona turned to the terrified girl, who was trembling so much that she couldn't utter a single word. She gently rolled up Aegil's sleeve, revealing shocking stitches that stood out starkly on her fair wrist. Aegis, they conducted the same experiments on you. They bound you and forcibly performed surgery, planting some foreign objects, right? At that time... This place is... Intense light made it hard to keep her eyes open. Aegis tried to control her eyelids, but found it impossible. The cold metal immobilized the muscles around her eyes. She could only watch helplessly as the man in the white robes slowly approached, holding a scalpel. No, don't. Miss Sarah! Miss Sarah! The blade leaves a long, silver trail as the hand moves. Miss Sarah! Help! Save me! Save me! The blade draws nearer and nearer till it consumes your entire field of vision. Then... Okay! Alright, game. Aegis trembled, shuddering scream of terror rising from deep within her throat. As if summoned by that scream, the mysterious psychologist silently appeared behind her. Did little Aegis encounter new troubles? Should we talk to Dr. Clementine? Lord Helmet. Dr. Clementine. The almshouse at midnight is hardly the ideal place for a house call. Why are you here? Don't be so serious. The orphanage has been a bit unsettled lately. Mr. Rogers is worried about the workers and children's mental state, so he hired me to look after everyone. Sometimes, when I see patients late into the night, I stay at the poorhouse and sleep in a room near the children. Do you know Aegis? Clementine's arrival brought the girl out of her memories. She nodded and gave an affirmative response. Since the first time I came to the almshouse, she's been my little guest. Sharing your troubles is one way to heal the mind, and I happen to be a very professional listener. I like that. We are professional listeners, Jamie. That is our job. Professional listener. The scrutinizing gaze swept over everyone's faces and finally fixed on you. No, we have other matters to attend to. What a pity. If you change your mind, you're always welcome to join us on our journey of self-discovery. Let's go, Aegis. Chaos Coordinators. I like that one better. Chaos Coordinator. Ignis held Clementine's hand and silently walked away. Aegis, where are you going? Sorry, Dr. Clementine can help me. After the girl finished speaking, she unusually gave Clementine's sleeve a hard tug. With silent urging, the figures disappeared through the door of the orphanage. Aegis, wonder what secret this child is hiding. Fog is clearing. Let's go rest for a while. We've arranged with Jenkin to explore the basement later tonight, so we need to save some energy.
成功
All
で
right.
しょうか。あなた様のお役に立てたのですね。
We did it. Eh? What's this? At special notes, randomly select 3 from vulnerable. Using naive. I don't. There's no reason not to activate these and just keep going down the list. Yeah. We got that third symptom card right at the end. Inherent danger. All right. You're fully aware that you are dreaming. Someone is gradually approaching, stepping on the iron pipes in the sewer. In the blur, a familiar figure comes running toward you. She grabs your hand and pulls you along at a fast pace, urgently calling out. Run! Jenkin, run! Behind you, countless sticky black monsters are chasing you and your sister. Okay. Oh, we've got 2 paths here. Special card. They're the same thing. Oh, hold on. Okay. The enforce shield after playing. We're playing vulnerable all enemies. Play weakness. Let's do this and get the shield. Okay. It's this way. D mark here. Okay. Rusted door. Don't have the key. Alright, so I have to get the key and then come back here. Alright. Sister, what are those? Sisters? Jesus, I cannot read tonight. Stairs, sisters, same thing, right? Don't ask, just run, Jenkin. Monsters are drawing near, gradually forcing you towards the abyss. She's just a kid from the slums, knows nothing, will never pose any threat to you. Following your sister's instructions, you climb down the sewer pipe while carrying Brown. Please, I beg of you. That was the last half sentence my sister spoke. The instant the voice was cut off, a familiar silhouette plummeted from the sky, still clutching half of a red ribbon. The ribbon was custom, made for her using the allowance you saved up over the past year. You have never met your biological parents. She's the person closest to you. And you can only watch her fall, landing on the dirty sewer floor, hard statue shattering into chunks of various sizes. Statue? Why a statue? No time to think. You look up to where your sister fell. No, it can't be. The little girl you are familiar with stands there, white blindfold fallen off, eyes vacant, only a blood-red ribbon. Oh no.
私はあなた様に従います。
Need the backup. Okay, what do we have here? Ew. Okay. Oh, we don't have the relics anymore, so let's think here. We need the shield. We'll do this. We won't put the poison on yet because we need the shield for this. We're gonna take a lot of damage. Cool. Do this.
誇れ
We can do this one. Okay. This will kill that guy. Okay. We gotta just take this. See if we can get a heal card. Heal up. Okay. Quid pro quo wasn't quite the one I wanted to get. That's unfortunate.
私の出番ね
I needed any other heal card, not one that gets rid of my hand. Let's do this. Can hit multiple. Definitely better. Okay, this one's your gaming account? Alright. Oh. I thought I was... Why did it say I'm not following you? I definitely was. Oh, okay. So I definitely possibly was, just not the right one. Mm-hmm. Turn a corner, everything around becomes increasingly blurry, yet the fearsome roar remains clear. Footsteps echo. As you turn back, you vaguely see a strange figure. Thank you, Heather, as well, for Heather's account. I know, but it's her account, so thanking her through you. Vaguely strange figure. It seems to be a person, but behind them is a pair of shadows that at first glance resemble a gigantic moth. Let's follow. Hazy figure gradually becomes clear and is neither a dissolute body nor a clades, but a wingless, normal-looking Clementine. Coincidence, are you here to enjoy the moonlight too? She says with a smile, and you feel a wave of dizziness. Misty nights, do stay cautious. Those little ones here don't seem very well behaved. Obtain one silver effects. Lord. Releasing an exalt. Gain 3 power. Start of each turn, restore 2 life if life is below 50. Okay. Every third time strike is played, deal 10 damage to all enemies. The correspond. Ooh. That's right, Clyde Windar. Let's do it. I feel like the heal is nice, but the extra damage from the dagger. Yeah, let's go with that. I love the idea that you made one for Sky. That's amazing. I love that. All right, let's see. What do we have? We can do this. Do this. And then,
私の出番ね
okay. Oh, so much. Definitely need some heals. Why do I keep getting quid pro quo? I need literally anything else. I like it. Well, let's do
その
this.
朽ち果てて
Alright. Have to do a heal. I appreciate you. Truly appreciate you. Alright. Strike. We can strike. And one more strike. There we go. Alright, we need to find keys. Okay. No, I need... I need the not quid pro quo. I need just regular healing cards, please. Yeah, I have to restore the life. Not like, okay, rusted key. Do we go through this door or go back? That one. Okay, so this loops from here. So let's go through this door first. Searchlight. Okay. Can that key be used twice, I wonder? Or is it a one time? Oh, it can be used twice. Okay. Cool. Oh, this strong feeling of being watched makes you stop in your tracks. Who is it? You look around in the dense fog. Jenkin, is that you? Mist is thick and faint screams of the dissolute body can be heard from deep within the courtyard. Come up empty-handed, and as you turn around, you nearly bump into an eye hanging in the air. Okay. Ask who it is. Choose one of 3 command cards to gain. And you get advanced time. Inflict 7 layers of poison on all enemies and trigger 30% poison on all enemies. Okay. At the start of each turn, randomly transform into a copy of a command card in the draw pile with a fixed cost of 3 for at the end of the turn. No. Okay, that's not, like, terrible. Just want to awaken and infect with some... Draw 2 cards and add 1 muttering. Alright. I feel... Yeah, this is definitely worth it. Yeah, let's put it on a strike. Why not? Okay. I've seen no reason why not to do that. Okay, let's see. We strike. Do this. 5 damage to all. And then do this. Oh well. Rather it hit the other 2, but that's fine. All right. Let's get Queen's Sword. Oh, I understand now. I get what we're doing. When you do that, you're embedding new skills on them. I get it. Probably shouldn't have taken me this long to figure it out, but yeah, we'll restore life. Okay. The dissolute body dissipates before you. Black ashes merge into the mist, forming a strange scale. One end holds a sleeping rant, while the other holds a sleeping rat. Sleeping rant. What am I saying? One end holds a sleeping rat, while the other holds a candle carved in the shape of a boy. You instinctively know that you must make a choice. Choose rat, randomly gain ores, and upon playing, trigger an additional one-time. Gain 5 points of the black sigil. Increase max health by 22. I feel like we take the rat. If being played, it takes effect one additional time. Grant 5 black sigil points. Okay. Oh, and we start with it, so cool. Why not? You're jolted awake by a sharp, urgent squeak of mice. Mona is the first to get out of bed and turns on the room light. Brown, why are you here by yourself? We are not Jenkin. We don't understand what you mean. It's about time. Jenkin should be joining us soon. You look out the window. Amidst the faint white mist, the shadows of the buildings stand like statues in a graveyard. The door creaked open a small crack, letting in the cold night wind through the dark gap. A shadow swiftly darts out from behind the tables and chairs, attacking you in an instant. Sharp blade reflects a cold light, short knife revealing your face. Who? Your conditioned reflexes from training let you sidestep just in time, allowing you to catch a glimpse of the approaching figure. Jenkin? Girl's hollow eyes lack any color. She looks almost dazed, completely unresponsive to your calls. I will avenge my sister. Ruins are extraordinarily agile, blade carving a cold arc through the air. Without giving you any more time to think, the girl lunges at you again. Seems we can only subdue her before questioning. Ramona, Ogier, lure her to an open area. Here. At your command. Oh no.
敵を徹底的に叩き潰すまで全力で戦うぞ
Skulker Jenkin. Jesus, so much damage. Alright, we're gonna start with Beast of Chaos. Let's do the strike. Do this strike. This. Okay. Oh, we're about to take so much damage. We're about to take so much damage. Oh. What's this? Assembling mice. Apply 3 stacks of weakness and gain Swarm Fury. Oh, that's not good. Let's do this. Yeah. Guess that's worth it. Okay. Wrath of the Swarm. Gain 1 temporary power per damage taken, removed it. Jesus. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Even just the 16 life is gonna be worth it. Okay. Let's do... $15% poison. Okay. So let's do this. At the start of each turn, randomly transform into... Oh, that's... Okay. can do both of
そのまま
these.
立ち果てて
逃げ場はないぞ
This,
深海
this.
あなたを永遠の眠りへいざないます
Quid pro quo.
こんなもんじゃないぞ
Oh. Okay. Um.
聞こえます
Active damage always crits and is removed at the end of the turn. Okay. Let's
油断するな
shield a little. Have to.
よーく見てろよ
Oh. Oh. Do this.
「世界を解き
Heal.
明かし人類の知性を知らしめる」
Okay, do
冷静に
shields. Is it worth it to just quid pro quo? I think it is. Just get the health back. We're still doing damage with the poison, so. It is what it is. Alright.
任せて ネズミの実力を
Okay.
見せてやる
Oh, this is bad. Okay. Drinking summoned a rat. Tagging her will only make the rats angrier. So right now she's gonna do freaking 33 damage. My god. Okay. Let's
補
do
給
this.
お静かに
Alright. Okay. I think that was our best bet. We got from 33 to 15, so pretty much dropped in half. Okay. This. This one.
あれれやば
And Blade of Defiance. Okay. Alright. That was dangerous. Ogier and Ramona pinned down the resisting Jenkin from both sides. Is she hysterical? No, Stang. Your spirit is restless. The mental power of the Silver Key might have a calming effect. Find yourself in a space of pure blackness, where faintly glowing silver dots form connections and ripple like waves, moving in an inscrutable pattern. You're part of it, yet stand apart from it. You belong to them, but feel out of place. You don't know exactly who they are. You only know you're here to find someone. Sister? Sister! You look towards the sound, particularly dim light flickering in the sea of stars. Black threads with an eerie metallic sheen entwine it, pulling it and rendering it immobile. A cheerful melody faintly emerges from the black line, like a nursery rhyme sung by children. Old Charlie has a tabby cat that he loves dearly. Sis, don't leave. Jenkins' voice emerges from the light mass, attempts to approach you, but is tightly bound by black threads, retreating like a marionette under someone's control. You suddenly realize that someone or something, is controlling her. Just as you are about to help her break free, the black threads suddenly grow thinner and eventually vanish completely. No, Aegis. Light point suddenly retreats, and the black space rapidly dissipates. You open your eyes and meet the gaze of a bewildered Jenkin. What's the matter? Has something happened? Jenkin blinked his... It's a girl! Her dry eyes and tried to sit up, only to find her hands tied behind her back. What's going on? Who did this? Let me go! You nod at Ramona. She steps forward and swiftly cuts the rope on Jenkin's wrist with her sword. Sorry, situation is urgent. Had to take some protective measures. Do you remember what you just did? Just now? Didn't we agree to break into that woman's basement? To pass the time? Brian and I hid in Aegis's room, waiting for her to return. We accidentally fell asleep and had a bizarre dream. Wait, this isn't Aegis's room. How did I end up here? What are you planning? You going to kidnap and silence me? You did come as promised, but just now you were in a terrible state, feels as if something is controlling you. In other words, you may have been hypnotized. Hypnosis? Could it be the psychologist who took Aegis? That's quite rude. Psychotherapy is a science, not some superpower to control minds. Science, similar to what Pygmalions pursue. Mona's sword flashed out in an instant. Silver blade hovered by Clementine's neck, but she showed no fear, casually deflecting the rapier with 2 fingers. You watched the woman in front of you warily. Doors and windows are closed, yet she appeared almost out of thin air, silent like a ghost. Are you from the Sculptors Association? I'm just a helpful third party. I do have some personal interest. You intrigue me, special investigator. She smiles at you, her gaze carrying a hint of strange zeal. Why? Clementine, with a mysterious smile, takes 2 steps back and bows slightly to you. I've said enough tonight. Enough to make my silver heart tremble with excitement. Silver heart? Are you an awaker? Since that's the case, we can't let you leave so easily, Clementine. Wouldn't it be boring if the story of our encounter ends today? Clementine pulled out a strange pendant from nowhere and gently shook it. Overwhelming wave of fatigue instantly hit you, forcing you to lean against the table just to stay upright, unable to take a single step. Mona's rapier drooped, her head swaying, her eyes barely open. Jenkin lay motionless on the ground, seemingly fast asleep. What have you done? Small trick to let me leave here. With your abilities, you should come to your senses quickly, right? Goodbye, pale blind eye. We'll meet again in the future. She bows to you and exits the room. You can no longer hold on and collapse back into the chair. Clementine shut the door, humming a cheerful tune, waved down the hallway, then turned and left. In the darkness, the girl in the dress stood as still as a statue. She hung her head low, clutching a white blindfold tightly. Interesting. Alright. That was an interesting one. Innocent return reduced. Yeah, let's just do this. Star rating. Just star rating of 18 and 20. We need to do better. Level achievement. Yeah, we did not keep our health above 50. Waken at least 2 awakers upon completion. Okay. Let's go back to... No, let's go back here. There's a bunch of things we can get. This is... Alright, manual. Oh, a bunch of things we can claim. Okay. Career achievement. Why is there not a claim all? Interlude. These are challenges we need to look into. Phase observation. I don't have any of those, so get this. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, everybody, and then we'll be back and do some more of this. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, we back. We back.
別に好きなものなんてないわ。
Can we
強い
do?
て言うなら外見
This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Bunch of things to lock, so we can Clementine. This thing. I should get some background music. I gotta figure that out. But how we doing, Air? How's it going? I'm guessing she'd be a healer, so it probably wouldn't be bad to get. Let's see. Let's her. What is? What the fuck? If not currently in all, this is. She's so much for each player on the number of active damage. That is a lot of stuff I don't know. Nice. That the stuff that came out with the new sets that just came out. What are you? Cause 34 puncture damage. What on earth is? Okay. Ooh, okay. Nice. Let's just do this. Yeah, I saw something about the new sets. So I was like, ooh, kind of want it, but they're expensive. Killing an enemy, the equipper gains 11 and 1% crit. Ooh, that's actually sick. The wielder's strike causes the target enemy to lose temporary strength equal to 6% of the wielder's attack. Okay. Some of these are pretty good. Ooh, Lily. Defensive type. Okay. She'll increase. Gain 14 points, you'll restore 10% of life based on endure layers. For every 1 point of life lost, gain 1 stack of endure up to a maximum of 100% of max health. So it will carry over to the next. Oh, it carries. Each time you are hit, apply 14 layers of. What? Lasting for 1 turn. Okay. Lily gains 25. Okay. Interesting. Might take her. Call of Duty. All right. Awaker. We're gonna upgrade. There. Upgrade you to 6.
ありがとう
And then I need to team lineup. I think we switch for you. think that's the play. Okay. Let's
不思議
do
な感覚ね。
one of these on each.
生き
Them
返
to
る
like level 8.
私も
A little bit more because he was
強く
behind.
なれ
Or
るで
she
しょ
was
うか。
behind. Lily will leave at 6. I think that's fine now. Da, da, da. Let's look up. Let's try these interlude things. First step to becoming a genius pharmacologist. And the level 5. Okay. Official relic. Start of battle, all Awakers gain 50 points and draw 2. Okay. Yeah, we'll try it. Assistance. No, we're not. We'll give it a shot.
出社戦闘命令を。
Choose an Awaker to gain 70 elements. Okay, that's sick. You just start with that. Let's poison all of you. I'm gonna take 6, 10, 17 damage. Oh, I forget. It shows up here how much I'm gonna take. Do a shield.
死ね
Okay. This 17 is a lot. Oh, right. We gotta endure. I don't remember what endure is. Endure. Deal 42 points of damage, triggering the target's 50% poison effect. Critical hit is achieved. Insert a strike for each layer of enduring. Okay. That's friggin' insane. Okay. Let's do. Yeah, it is what it is. Ooh. Okay. Gain 6 shield and apply 15 poison to all enemies. Okay.
逃げ場はないぞ
咲き誇れ。
Alright.
我の敵ではない
Oh, is that it? It was just one fight? Okay. Challenge. Alright. I thought it was like multiple for some reason.
敵を徹底的に叩き潰すまで全力で戦うぞ
Okay, let's see.
ゆっくり
do defense. Let's do this.
そのまま朽ち果てて
That's fine. Yeah, knowing it's only one fight it actually is a lot easier right now. Okay, yeah,
みんなを守る
do that. Now let's go
咲き
here.
誇れ任せて
Do the two defenses. Is better. Yep. Okay. Right.
命令準備できた
That does so much damage.
よくやったわ。まだ戦える？
Sucks that it's a 4 cost, but that's for the damage it does. It makes sense. Okay. Let's start demo. Let's see. In fact, this is our girl.
あなた様に従います
In this level, Nymphea at level 50, skill level 5, and like there will be deployed well, symptom cards. Okay. End of turn if in hand gain 1. Okay, so we wanna use that 'cause we don't want that in hand. Turn if in hand gain product. Unused supply of bullet to all enemies. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's do this.
これがあなた様の
Awaken.
恩返しです
Night Tide.
そのまま朽ち果てて
And then let's defend.
お静かに
Yeah, I think that was the right choice. Cool. He's doing so much damage. I don't want these in hand. Right. We can then do this.
あなたを永遠の眠りへ誘います。
Oh, I don't know what the relics are. Immune to death once. Instantly recover 10%. Okay. Maximum increased by 1. Draw 1 card at the start of each turn. Okay. What? Gain more shield. Cool. I don't want these in hand. That's the problem. Oh, heal
そのまま
100.
朽ち果てて
Oh, I see. So this is where if I take the 40. Alright. That's fine. So I lose 40 health, but I get the extra points. Okay. Alright,
そのまま朽ち果てて
okay. Defend plus.
咲き誇れ
Alright, this is. Let's use this.
あなたを永遠の眠りへ誘いま
Have
す。
so much poison on him. Do this. And I can just do
その
everything.
まま朽ち果てて聞こえますかお静かに咲き誇れ
Take 1400 poison damage. Yeah, same thing.
そのまま朽ち果てて
Especially because I can't die. There's no reason
咲
not
き誇
to.
れ深海があなたを永遠の眠りへ
There we
誘いま
go.
す
And he dies to so much poison. Okay. Oh, each one has a demo. Oh. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to test that out another time, I think, and kind of see how each character does.
理論の授業は退屈ね
Career achievement. We applied so much poison. The achievement 3-star investigation rating that ruins be replayed. Okay. We have so many new things. That's not what I wanted. I want you. Sure, we'll go after Clementine ones. Nope. Realm study. Moment of reunion. Okay. Well. Some more achievements. I am interested. What is... We're gonna... What is the... Booster... Booster set. World Convergence. Okay. There's some cool looking cards in here. Okay. That's kind of sick. Might have to get me a box. I can't afford this. A new rule. Link. You can link Digimon now. Basically fuse them. Okay. Use cards by 7 pounds. Oh, new signature cards. Oh, that Randomon looks sick. Buy a box and get an illustration celebration pack. One card at random from 6 new cards. Okay. Hmm. Oh, there's a lottery. Oh my god. All right, world convergence. How much is a booster box? All right, that's about normal. Well, I might have to. I might
入
have
have
学
to
前か
get
ら
me
宿
one
題
now.
はもう終わったわよね。学院の夕食をリーロ学院の過去が知りたいなら宿題はもう別に好きなものなんてないわ。強いて言うなら外勤任務が好きよ。
All right. Well, with that said, though, I think we are gonna call it here for the night, guys. I think we got quite a bit done. We got through most of first area, I think. Seems like we're right towards the end, but yeah, this is a good time. So I appreciate everyone for coming by. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time, and we will see everybody next time. Later.